Hello, it's Mark, and it is, what is it? It's Thursday night. It's in November, right before Thanksgiving. A little bit lighter. I'm at USC. USC, Lyft is a provider at USC now, and I just had an interesting little story from the road. I picked up Abhijit. Abhijit is a second year business major, and it was the third time that I've driven him, and he remembers me because of the stupid Smartie comments and the saying of picking fun at our competitor. But it's always kind of fun because he became my fifth three-peat rider, and I have a feeling that that's going to happen a little bit around here because the Lyft rides, I guess, are free for the students, although it's part of the tuition that families pay for the students here. So at any rate, it's always kind of fun when that happens. So thank you, Abhijit, and his friend Brenda. So I'll look forward to, who knows, maybe we'll have the first four-peat rider. And for those of you that don't know about Lyft or Smarties, excuse me, I should say Goober or Smarties, I kind of use Smarties as a greeting to my passengers when they get in the car, and I've said the same stupid sentence every time that I've picked somebody up. I always start my ride by offering Smarties in recognition of the intelligence you've shown by selecting Lyft instead of some other ride provider that shall remain nameless while we're together. If you're uncertain or unsure of whom I'm speaking, it may or may not rhyme with Goober, whom I'm putting out of business one sleeve of Smarties at a time. So at any rate, it was nice to see Abhijit. And another real quick, I've always wanted this to be such a positive thing because of the negativity that's pervasive in our society, and especially because of the young people that I meet. I've kind of become a de facto fan of the millennial generation, and I kind of want to wave their flag a little bit. I mean, they've been disparaged in the media for goodness knows how much, and grandparents around the world, oh, those damn kids will never amount to nothing. But the fact of the matter is they're pretty amazing for a lot of reasons. And there is a rant, the first rant that I did was about the media, and it specifically identified some millennial behaviors that I've observed just driving Lyft and having conversations with probably close to 8,000. I would imagine 70% of my riders are considered millennials, and approaching 12,000 rides. That's a lot of young people. Kids. My definition of kid is anybody I have genes older than. So, but I also had an interesting, real interesting experience a couple of nights ago, and it wasn't the kids that I honestly believe will be captains of industry or captains or mistresses of industry, but these were really positive experiences for me because of what the young people had to overcome, and with the positive attitude that they had. And it was Natasha, and Natasha is supporting siblings and a mom who was ill, and struggling really, really hard and working two jobs, and couldn't be happier to be able to do it and do it well. Natasha, it was really cool meeting you. That was in Hollywood. And then met Juan south of here at in USC, and took him home one evening. But it was really kind of cool because Juan is, let's say Juan might be considered a little rough around the edges, blue collar, and but he had started a gig working with a fire suppression company, and was really excited because they were training him. He was being given more and more responsibility, and there was opportunity for him to move forward into this company. He was excited because he was thinking about buying an engagement ring, as he and his longtime girlfriend are actually moving into an apartment together for the first time, which is a big step. And it was really encouraging again to me to see somebody who isn't faced with success, isn't faced with really what's probably going to be a good life, but has really worked hard to create a good life, and is willing to work and continue to work harder to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Both these young individuals made quite an impression upon me, and And again, one of the reasons that this gig is so cool is because of the people that I get a chance to meet. And I really hope that I run into Natasha again and Juan. Next time Juan will probably be supervisor or something, and who knows, by that time maybe Natasha, things will be squared away and her mom's health will be better, and she'll be in a better place for herself personally, with maybe without so much responsibility for others. And that's important too, because that's a pretty tough thing. Student loans are a tough enough thing, but when you're trying to make it as a young person, and you've got a lot of other pressures on you, that's a pretty bitter pill to have to swallow. So take my hat off to both Juan and Natasha. And Abhijit, I've got to figure out something for my first four-peat rider if I run into you again. So I'm going to turn this thing off and go ride around some more and see if I can't harass some young people and see what happens. So make it a good day. Thank you.